Hi YouTube, this is Chemaine. I just wanted to come at you today about uh, writing as we age, because some of you watching this are like, Psh, I'm young and flexible and everything is good. I don't need these exercises. And you may think that now, and it may be actually true now. But as you age, some of us, I'm not going to say who, this hair is not blonde, it's actually gray. Uh, I'm going to be 54 this year, and I'm just starting to notice that things are a little stiffer, and I have to work on my body more to keep my strength and my flexibility. So these stretches are also for those of us in that higher bracket. We'll just say higher bracket that are still riding and having a ball, and we can still get up into that saddle, and so we're still going. So this is also for you. I am also not exactly the ideal dressage rider body. I'm only 5'4", and a little bit curvy, and that's just, you know, the way life is. I like my cookies. So, rider flexibility. This is what we're working on today. So there's 3 exercises or stretches that I want to work on with you today. I designed those stretches to be on the same time frame as while you're tacking up. So a lot of people have mentioned to me in the past, don't stretch when you're cold, right? So in the interest of not stretching when we're cold, we're going to go to the barn, we're going to get out of the car, we're going to get our horse out, or if you live at home, same thing. Get our horse out, we're going to walk it, we're going to bring it into the cross ties, we're going to be brushing, walking all around doing things while we're interspersing these stretches into that time frame. So one of them is we're going to work from the bottom up, okay? So one of the stretches that I think is most important is the hip flexor stretch. So I'm going to show you the hip flexor stretch. You just bend one knee and bring the other leg back here like this. And it could be relatively straight, but it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And then, and then if that's not enough to where you can feel that stretch there, then you can just lean back a little bit. And now I feel that hip flexor stretching, and that is so that our leg can hang down. So our legs should be draped on the horse, right? And so we want to just allow our legs to be like wet towels on the horse. And if our hip flexors are tight, then we're always going to be tending towards a chair position, or a chair seat, some people call it. So that's why we're doing this hip flexor stretch, and I'm going to do the other side as well so you can see that. Now I'm doing a straighter leg, and I feel it more, and I always feel it more on my right side. For some reason, my right is way tighter than my left. I used to think that it was because I would be able to step up into the stirrup and then get on from the ground with my left leg all the time, and so that might be a factor. But anyway, so we want our legs to drape and relax around the horse's barrel and feel like wet towels when we're sitting in the trot and the canter. And so the hip flexor stretch is a really important one for that. Next is the hamstring stretch. So the hamstring stretch can be done on the mounting block. So when you come over to the mounting block with your horse, again, you're walking over there to the mounting block, and you come to the mounting block, and you just put your heel on the mounting block. And if this is too tall for you, then you can do step 2 or even step 1 to start off with. And I just stand here. My back is straight, and my leg is straight, but I'm not leaning over. I don't bend my back. I keep my back straight. And if I don't feel that much of a stretch, then I can pivot on my hips forward while still keeping my back straight. So I'm still keeping my posture straight in my upper body. And now I can feel a little bit more stretch here because I'm leaning forward just a little bit. But I'm always pivoting at my hips. Okay? So now we'll do the other side. And you can get higher too if you want. Like you could put your heel on a blanket bar or on the pipe corral rung that's tall enough for you. Or you can just put it here and then you can tip forward again like this at the hips, and then that way you increase that stretch of that hamstring. Now,
Why are hamstrings important to stretch? Hamstrings are important to stretch so that your lower back does not have any pull on it when you're tucking and engaging your core. So if my hamstrings are tight, then I notice for myself that if my hamstrings are tight, then my back hurts. So because it's pulling those muscles constantly. So if I stretch my hamstrings just a little like this, then my back is much more supple and flexible. And when I engage my core, now it doesn't hurt to engage my core. So that's the benefit of having your hamstrings stretched, okay? So now the last one from bottom to top is a chest and shoulder stretch. And you put your hand up against the cross tie. You don't even have to hold it. You just put your hand up against it. And then you just turn until you feel that stretch in your chest, in your sternum, and in your shoulder. And you just want to let that shoulder joint stretch enough that when you bring your shoulders back, when you're riding, when your instructor says shoulders back, posture, you can do that. You can answer that question to your instructor. So now we'll do the right hand, and I'm turning to the left, and I'm just holding that there, gently stretching. No stretches should be done, to where it's painful at all, because then you're going to just hurt yourself. So we're just stretching and just doing a gentle stretch, not a strong, deep stretch yet. Later on, you can see how deep you can go. So now, when we're talking about our rider's position, okay, so now we'll go from top to bottom this time. I can stretch my shoulders back. My chest is lifted up. I can tuck my tailbone under because my hamstrings are stretched. And when I tuck my tailbone under and engage my core, my knees aren't coming up because my hip flexors are stretched. So I don't create a chair seat. Now, I know some people that have terrible chair seats that are amazing riders. So not to say that having a chair seat is the worst thing in the world, okay? But to create more harmony with the horse's movements, these are great stretches for you to work on a little bit every time you ride. Okay? Thank you so much for coming. And please remember, I give remote lessons, and all you need for the remote lesson is a cell phone, which hopefully you're watching on, a Pivo unit, which I will link below, and a pair of wireless earbuds, which I have on, my pack buds, and a Wi-Fi connection to your arena. So those are the 4 things you need for a remote lesson. Please hit me up. You can go to www.symphonydressagestables.com to find my contact information, and let's hook up. So I wrote this book. It's called 5 Steps to a More Harmonious Dressage Partnership. And in this book, I have highlighted why you should ride the horse in adherence to the horse's dressage training pyramid, and why you should ride yourself as a rider along the steps of the rider's training pyramid, and how those intermingle to create a more harmonious partnership with your horse. So there's the rider's training pyramid here and the horse's training pyramid here. So we have rhythm, suppleness, connection, straightness, and then collection for the horse's training pyramid. And we have posture, flexibility, which is what we're speaking about today, core engagement, muscular stamina, and being able to ride with focus, intent, and relaxation is also in here. So that's our goal, right? Is to be able to ride with focus, intent, and relaxation. So in order to do so, we have to work on these steps first in the rider's training pyramid. This book is available on Amazon Kindle or on Amazon.com in hardback or paperback. And it also comes with a cool little journal. I have journaling pages in here. And you can see I've even written a few things in the journaling pages. I have some prompts for you so that you have some things, ideas to consider after your rides, you can journal every day for a little while and look back on it and see what you can improve on, what your common theme is that is a challenge for you, and then work on it.